Welcome to Football Pulse TV, and today we bring you a shocking turn of events that has left Old Trafford shaking and Ruben Amorim walking. Yes, walking out the door. Buckle up. This is not your average match recap. This is drama. This is disaster. This is Manchester United. You could almost hear the disbelief ripple across the stadium. Grimsby Town, a club playing in the fourth tier of English football, came to Old Trafford not to survive, but to conquer. It wasn't a lucky own goal. It wasn't a controversial penalty. This was a clinical, organized, fearless Grimsby side, and a woefully disjointed Manchester United that simply crumbled. From the first whistle, Grimsby pressed with intensity. They weren't there to park the bus. They were there to drive it through United's midfield. And to their credit, they found acres of space in behind, exposing a sluggish backline and a midfield that looked lost. By the time Grimsby went up 2-0, boos were raining down from the Stretford end. Boos that turned to stunned silence as the final whistle confirmed what no one dared to believe. Manchester United had just been knocked out of the EFL Cup by Grimsby Town. Now, let's not pretend this was a one-off fluke. Ruben Amorim's reign has been under growing scrutiny. The Portuguese tactician came in with big expectations, fresh ideas, high-press football, tactical discipline. He was meant to be the next wave, but the wave never came. Let's be honest, the performances have been shaky for weeks. Possession with no penetration, defenders switching off, forwards isolated. The tempo was flat, and in moments that demanded leadership, it looked like no one was steering the ship. When Amorim first arrived, fans were excited. He was bold, young, modern, the architect behind Sporting CP's resurgence in Portugal. But the Premier League, the pressure cooker of English football, that a different beast altogether. And against Grimsby, it all came crashing down. Tactically, this was a disaster class. Amorim's 3-4-3 setup, which worked wonders in Lisbon, looked utterly ill-fitting at United. The wing-backs were isolated. The midfield, too, couldn't handle the press. Grimsby exploited the wide spaces with simplicity and purpose. It wasn't just the shape, it was the spirit. United looked defeated before the first half ended. No urgency, no fight, no leaders on the pitch. And let's talk about substitutions, or rather, the lack of effective ones. Amorim waited too long to react. His changes were reactive, not proactive. Bringing on a striker when your midfield's been overrun for 60 minutes? It was too little too late. The reaction was swift. Reports started swirling within hours. Meetings were held behind closed doors. The board, already frustrated by a lack of progress in the league, made the decision official by the next morning. Ruben Amorim had been sacked as Manchester United manager. Just like that, the project ends barely into its second season. It's a painful chapter for Amorim, a harsh lesson in the brutal expectations of a club like Manchester United. But make no mistake, this sacking wasn't about one bad night against Grimsby. That was just the final straw. So now, the question looms, where does Manchester United go from here? The fans want more than just a new manager. They want direction, identity, passion, and most importantly, results. There's talk of an interim appointment, maybe even a club legend stepping in to steady the ship until the end of the season. Some voices are calling for a more experienced figure, someone who knows how to manage the pressure of a club this size. But one thing is crystal clear. The board cannot afford another failed experiment. This isn't just about salvaging a season. This is about restoring the soul of Manchester United. So there you have it, an EFL Cup shock that sent tremors through English football and a managerial casualty that may shape Manchester United's future. Ruben Amorim came with promise, with ambition, with hope. But in football, especially at this level, reputation means nothing without results. And sometimes, all it takes is one defeat to change everything. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want more raw, passionate football content like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon. This is Football Pulse TV, and we'll be back with more football drama, more tactical deep dives, and the beautiful chaos that keeps us all watching. Until next time, keep your eyes on the pitch. Like a victim.